Welcome back, everyone, to another exciting episode of our podcast. I'm Emma, and as always, I'm here with Mike. Today, we're diving deeper into the emotional roller coaster that is Alex and Lily's journey. If you thought things were complicated before, just wait until you hear what's happening now.
Absolutely. I mean, after the tension of the last few episodes, it feels like we're perched on the edge of a cliff, just waiting for someone to take that leap. I can't help but wonder, are they finally ready to confront their feelings head-on, or are they going to keep dancing around each other?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? After all the back and forth, it seems like they're at a crucial crossroads. They can either dive into this intense connection, or let fear push them apart yet again.
Right, and you know how it is with them. Just when you think they're making real progress, they pull back. It's almost like they're caught in this cycle of wanting each other while being terrified of what it all means for their futures.
Exactly. And honestly, who can blame them? Navigating relationships is tough, especially when emotions run so deep. It's like walking a tightrope between desire and self-preservation, trying not to fall into the abyss of vulnerability.
Well said. The stakes have never been higher for them, with all the complications, the risks, and the very real possibility of heartbreak. It's no wonder they're hesitant. It's like they're trying to protect their hearts while also yearning for that connection.
Totally. What's fascinating is how this situation reflects their personal growth as individuals, too. They're not just grappling with their feelings for each other, they're also facing their own fears and insecurities along the way.
Absolutely. I love how the writers are showcasing that balance. It's not just about the romance. It's about two people figuring out who they are in the process of navigating this relationship.
Exactly. And I think this episode will really dig into that dynamic. So, whether you're Team Alex or Team Lily, you're going to want to stick around because things are about to get intense.
For sure. Let's get into it.
So, it's been a while since we really talked. How are you feeling about everything?
Honestly, it's a lot to process. Some days I feel like I'm on cloud 9, and other days it's like I'm drowning in doubt.
I get that. It's not easy navigating this, whatever this is between us.
Right? One moment we're making progress, and the next it feels like we're right back where we started. I don't want to keep spinning in circles.
Neither do I. I thought we were finally moving forward after that last conversation.
We were, but then the more I think about it, the more complicated it feels. What if we rush into something and it all falls apart?
But what if it doesn't? What if we're actually onto something real here? Something worth fighting for?
You make it sound so simple, but what about all the risks? What if we hurt each other in the process?
Life is full of risks, Lily. Relationships aren't guaranteed to be smooth sailing. We both know that. But sometimes, taking a chance is better than staying safe and never knowing.
You're right, but it's terrifying. I've built walls to protect myself, and now you're asking me to tear them down.
I'm not asking you to do it all at once. Just take a small step. Let's be honest with each other about what we want.
What if what I want changes? What if I don't know what I want right now?
That's okay. You don't have to have all the answers. Just be honest about where you are in this moment. I can handle it.
And what if I can't? What if I can't give you what you're hoping for?
Then we figure it out together. We'll take it one day at a time. I'm here for the long haul, remember?
You say that, but what if you get tired of waiting? What if this becomes a burden for you?
It won't. I want to be here for you, no matter how long it takes. I believe it's worth it. You're worth it.
You make it hard to keep my guard up. I've spent so long protecting myself, and now you're making me question everything.
That's not a bad thing, though. Sometimes questioning is the first step toward clarity. What do you really want, Lily?
I want to feel free, but I also want to feel safe. Can I have both?
You can, but it's going to require trust. Trust in me, trust in us, and trust in yourself.
Trust is hard for me. I don't want to be let down again.
I promise you, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not here to hurt you. I want to build something meaningful with you.
You make it sound so appealing, but it's hard for me to believe it could work out.
I know it's hard, but sometimes you have to leap and trust that the net will appear. You deserve this chance, Lily.
You really believe that?
I do. I believe in you, and I believe in what we could have. Let's not let fear dictate our choices.
Okay, I'll try. I'll try to let go of some of my fear and see where this takes us.
That's all I'm asking for, just a little openness. We'll figure it out together.
Together. I like the sound of that.
Me too, so what's our first step?
Let's just take things day by day. I'm not ready to rush, but I don't want to run away either.
That sounds perfect. We'll take it slow, but at least we'll be moving forward.
I can live with that. Here's to new beginnings, then?
To new beginnings. I'm really glad we're in this together.
And that's a wrap for today's episode. What a whirlwind it's been, right? I feel like we've just stepped off an emotional roller coaster with Alex and Lily.
Seriously, the way they're navigating their feelings is both painful and beautiful. It's like watching two people try to untangle themselves from a web of emotions while simultaneously realizing they might just want to stay entangled.
Exactly. I love how the writers are exploring the complexity of their relationship. It's not just about love, it's about fear, vulnerability, and the risks they're willing to take to be with each other.
Right. And you can see that internal struggle. They want to be together, but at the same time, there's so much holding them back. It makes for such compelling storytelling. You can't help but root for them, hoping they'll overcome those barriers.
Absolutely. And what's really fascinating is how this episode delves into the theme of growth. Both characters are evolving, learning about themselves and what they truly want. It adds layers to their relationship that I think makes it even more relatable.
Totally. I mean, it's easy to see a love story as just that, a love story. But when you introduce the personal growth aspect, it makes the stakes feel so much higher. They're not just risking their relationship, they're risking their personal journeys.
Well said. And it raises the question for us as viewers. How far are we willing to go for love? How much are we willing to sacrifice? It's those kinds of questions that keep us engaged, right?
Definitely. It makes you reflect on your own experiences and choices. And speaking of choices, I'm curious to see what direction they'll take next. Will they finally confront their feelings, or will they retreat into their comfort zones?
Only time will tell, but we'll be right here dissecting every moment, and I can't wait to see how this unfolds in the next episode. It's going to be a wild ride.
For sure. Thanks for joining us today, everyone. Remember to subscribe so you don't miss our next discussion. We'd love to hear your thoughts on this episode. Who are you rooting for, and what do you think will happen next?
Yes, share your thoughts on social media or leave us a review. Until next time, keep your hearts open and your minds engaged.
See you next week, everyone.